Sadly, this isn't Legend of Zelda, so I can't just swing my sword and break all these pots to earn some money. Hey, welcome back to more ReFantazio. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we took care of the Goblin the bounty. That's the word. And this time, we're going to move on towards our second bounty. Hop on into the round table.
Looks like everyone's here.
If you check our route map.
Now then.
Let's see.
I think we have a
Manu's battle. It's only going to take one day.
There is much to... It's your call.
So you can make it back by midday, even if we go through the town in between.
They head to a cave said to consume all who enter. Does the dark, narrow path lead only to the innards of a monstrous insect? Perhaps.
What to pick?
And so we've got our nice travels going on, and I mean we're out of books to read, so
well, hey,
we'll go and hone our weapons again, I suppose.
Got it.
Naturally, the point of sharpening one blade, but one must take special care of its tip. Tips are more effective when facing off against armored opponents, to pierce gaps in the armor rather than slashing it. That's all said. What is the most important quality of the sword for that manner of attack?
Oh, that's right.
It's the sharpness of the point. That's right. For gaps in armor, the thinner and sharper the better. My father always said that, and I always think of it when doing sword maintenance.
All right.
Another chunk of courage will be... There's really courage 3 in no time. For nobles, the sword is ornamental. Still, my father emphasized the importance of its practical use. As a child, I was lost around a sword. Learning those lessons back then is how I can fight alongside you today. I'm constantly reminded of how indebted I am to my parents.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
Giving it some thought?
Something here, we want to make a quick detour? Yes, we do.
Say.
This is the place. It's more barren than I imagined. The kind of village that one would only visit in the most dire of circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. They're as clean, there's no sign they've been attacked by humans, really. What more can you ask for? In fact, gazing at all this green, I find such peace I could hardly think of raising my sword again. So, please. From the village shop. By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man that with the relic and yours were looking for? Why didn't Nurse leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? No, though I heard him utter old goat's probably dead or something like that. Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? Old inventor? Oh no, you don't mean that Ishkia called you with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say, he passed away not too long ago, quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you.
Oh.
This is sitting nighter. I've never seen such a shape. Go to tell you, even the foggiest what happens to that inventor's heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who came ask about him. Now, he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for his place in our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too.
That's...
What place is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's the language like this come from? No clue, maybe Neuros knows. Either way, we'll tell him what we learned.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it, trace amounts only, something, a reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively chokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters, see here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal. I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so please?
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
And that's how we unlock the gunner. I thought it would actually take some time. So, works out for me.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
So yeah, new archetype for us. Well, first of all, before I forget, we want to go and buy the practical pigeon parcel, which will help, fill us up. Right, it was just the basic enemies that do paralysis.
Right?
The folks about the Knifewood's agriculture, livestock, and carrier pigeons. There's terrifying rumors about Matera, but this is a nice, peaceful place. It would appear this village wasn't targeted. It's probably too remote. One thing though is that we still practice scar burials. Their memorial service, held so the soul of the deceased can ascend to the skies and soar like a bird. Sanctism doesn't have the same hold out here as it does in the capital. Some say we're a paradise for the parish, where you can be laid to rest as you please.
Amazing.
Yeah, what is that? Anyone that has a chance to become king? It's absurd. What kind of fool volunteered himself for all that trouble? Maybe it's one closer than you think.
What is it?
Humans? Nah, I've heard about a thing about him here. Before we attacked for Count Louisa hunted down for us. Don't count on rumors. At the end of the day, you need to be prepared to defend your own life.
Now then,
And I think that'll be... Yeah, we'll continue our trip. We've got what we need.
Here's Grotto. How many weary traveling merchants and treasure hunters have fallen prey to it? Behind its innocuous-looking entrance, untold monsters lie in wait, impatient for their next meal. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop, the entrance beckoning its visitors invitingly. What lies in its depths? Treasure or death?
All right.
This is the Valmo's nest. First glance, it looks like your average cave. Most of the miners have run off, it seems. Guess on us from here on. From here, mining for ores and gemstones is the town's principal industry. If nothing else, we have to clear these monsters out so that people can maintain their livelihoods. Yes, and the town's taverns and shops depend on the miners' patronage as well. Leave this situation alone will lead the town's economy to slow to a halt.
Finish it, quick!
Right, these worms, then. You know what? No, we'll eradicate them, and their little larva too. I've gotten into him. Is he not a tad overexcited for this task? Your mention of Valmo sends mine back to that dinner table. Let's press on. I sense something. Feeling it's...
So, hey.
It's only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics the nearest is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? So yeah, she will inform us when we have one. So, yeah.
Where was I?
We do need to go to Academia in order to boost up Moore's
Would you look at this?
link. So let's go and do that.
Ah, how good of you to come.
And I think it's... research. Oh. I have to actually learn and not just acquire it.
I see.
Oh, I have to go over what the gunner does anyways. The gunner is a debuffer. They have also a lot of pierce. They're, I think, the best piercing one in the game. Point is, they do pierce. They also can only do stuff from the back row. I have mentioned it before, but you can set the starts before. They do also have a very good overworld attack, because it is at range. Go figure. They can click Sleep, Poison, and Hex. They're fine. One-time weakness to certain things is actually also very good. Wild Barrage also quite good as well.
This right here.
It's heroic embodiment of the Trailblazer, who uses technology and innovation to forge a path forward, and with the people who would serve in Hearten. 1500, let's awaken it for the first time.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
So be it. My share resolved and Honor Kree take new form as the Gunner. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, thou art prepared to strive for victory even from a distance. I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Gunner. The Gunner soul shall pierce through enemies at range, not avert my eyes, not from the fight, not from reality.
I found new power.
We're not gonna equip it though. It's like just a fine class. It's not fantastic. But also while I happen to be here, I'm going to give. I think I've done this. Its heroic embodiment is that of the Revelator, who breathes new life into old values by virtue of keen insight and masterful wit.
I'm counting on you.
Trust Heisme with this power. I don't know. It just seems fitting. Worthy heart, you turn with anxiety into strength. If thou prepared to embrace the unknown and sow chaos in thy opponent's hearts, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Faker. How interesting. The Faker's soul. Until they get behind a power that baffles enemies and sows chaos. Disorder is a valid tactic in battle.
I have retained my edge.
And I do like the Thief. I think we're actually going to start learning the Faker a little bit.
Alright.
We'll inherit Steel, though. Hulkenberg, we can get the... Oh, it's 8100. Okay, I'm actually going to get the Swordmaster. The Swordmaster is, requires you to be fully maxed out on the Warrior, and is a very good class for going through your basic dungeon stuff, because they default get a full AoE attack. It's incredibly good, and all their attacks do extra damage. Synthesis, Vorpal Blade, Phantom Sword, so, again, lots of damage, and decreasing attack. It's tremendous. Physical, so, you can refund a turn icon, with both of these, And then, with all three of those, actually.
Fascinating. This right here.
The adept champion of gallantry overcomes overwhelming numbers and wins. All to protect the weak. 7,200.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Just stroll with this. Taking new form as the adept warrior. Were the hard attempts exacting strength, even greater still. Thou wert ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart. Shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior. It's the power of the Swordmaster's soul. Shall sword play like you've never seen. The blood that flows through my body. I'll fight my battles as a noble.
A new ability.
And shit, I forgot to. I was gonna do a thing. I was gonna purify. Oh well. And I'm actually gonna switch Hulkenberg over to Brawler. I don't know.
True to form.
I take you finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand to learn from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
All right.
Get our imagination up quite a bit. He's pretty good, isn't he? So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. I expect we must also consider it why the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remained buried.
What's that about?
It's an intriguing theory. Archetypes were forbidden by scientists to begin with. It is a mighty power, after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. And so, I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it. Stuck in this place, continuing on in circles just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane? However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you. You, who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn. Only when my research on archetypes, on transformation magic is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you. The longer I dwell within this lonely place, the more of your words of support touch my heart. I'll count on you as before, as a comrade, in vision and ambition. Scholar in search of Utopia more.
No.
Draws the Seeker, the share bond, and by their yep. We get the Adept now, which is the Magic Seeker.
Now then.
This foreign thing, joy that courses through me. But you need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. Growth of the heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful
This
to
one's
you.
important.
You get the merchant up to level 15. Not really that difficult.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you, much as you will fulfill your promise to me. What are we even at right now for merchant? 6. Not great, not terrible. I'll go over the Magic Seeker. The Magic Seeker does a lot of the same as just the normal Seeker, but a little bit better. I think... Did we get Tarkaja? We do. But yeah, it's just a little bit better at everything. It can increase some wind. Vitalia is really good. I don't know why I pronounce everything else with the Ja, but this one with Ya. I don't know. But still, really good sharp boost to everything. Also, some pretty good synthesis stuff as well. Seeker is very good at synthesis. They have a lot of really good things in there. Let's just see how far I can get on
Coin can solve problems a blade cannot.
Merchant. We might be able to, actually.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Get Fire Dodge. Very nice. Yeah. We can straight up do that right now.
Would you look at this?
Cultivate the merchant. Now the task done. At this rate, you'll be able to stand against Luis, nemesis to our ideals.
Incredible.
All right.
Not only that,
Thanks to you, I've recalled an important memory. It concerns the fantasy novel. When you hear this, tell us, what do you remember? I was once on a journey myself, like you. I passed through many different cities in the course of my
in
travels.
truth,
As I journeyed, I wrote of my experiences, and this travelogue became the foundation of my fantasy novel.
Hey,
Thought as
yes.
much. This fantasy novel is all the hopes of and dreams of my travels made manifest. I've also learned and endured painful truths. They've served to remind me just how important dreams are to our lives. If that novel has been a source of support for you, the pain of writing was worth it.
incredible.
You deserve high praise. Such a novel is worthy of worship. Come now, it's a bit excessive. An author secretly hopes to hear that, but still. Still how nostalgic. I'd completely forgotten my travels. None of those I met in the outside world are all faring well. I hope one day I may live beneath the same skies as them once more. I shudder to think of the eternal solitude you saved me from. That I can feel a semblance of myself again is all thanks to you. At first my reasons were purely selfish, but now I'd like to be of any help to you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Up to rank 4 now.
May fortune favor your journey.
So now we can fully view what all followers are capable of giving us. Truly seem like a subject worthy of research yourself, eh? Let us widen our scope for the next research trip by expanding your studies to a larger variety of archetypes. See more heroic embodiments and absorb their lessons. In doing so, your own virtues become ever more powerful.
This one's important.
15 different archetypes? I think that's with
I
anyone.
can hardly wait.
Wonder what I'll remember next. My research isn't the only thing I look forward to now. Memory itself is a prize to be unveiled.
Hello.
Hello there.
What now?
We're gonna... Oh, wait, no, I want to go into followers, because we can finally check what everyone will give us in the future. So I'll just go, everyone. Gallica does a lot... Again, it's a lot of just kind of basic... just overall making your information better. I think Monsterologist Scholar is showing you drops earlier. I can go this way. Okay. Stroll, again, he just kind of boosts up his own ability to fight against humans. Hulkenberg does a better job of guarding people. So, yeah. Heisme, we haven't seen. His big thing is honestly not really that much. Yeah, it's really just a lot of stuff with doing extra damage or, you know, making sure you can fight the right enemy. Nurse, who we just unlocked, helps you with fights on the Gauntlet Runner, as well as the Plant Culture Chamber, something we will get into at a later point. This one's not really that useful. Maria is a really good one. Really, you need level 4 for that? She increases your battle XP, she allows you to cook without taking time. Yeah, Maria, really good. Katharina, who we won't be able to get for a while, boosts your ability to get bounties, which is pretty nice, and also will eventually make things a little bit better in the general stores, and I think this is for, like, not custom dungeons, for the lesser dungeons, I believe she joins you. Alonzo also makes things a little bit better for getting your money for a quest, as well as magic shops. That's actually pretty good. Grifter's Eye for everything except for bosses. Brigitte, again, is just a lot of stuff with her store, as well as some money. And yeah. What is it? Just one more that's not a eventual party member.
You're coming.
Who we can't get yet. We can't get for a little bit. We'll go and see what everyone else has to say. Can't let this festival be and allow the city to decline because of it. Let's vanquish it here and now. I stand ready to head in at any time. Man-Eater's Grotto, is it? A name intent on warning travelers of dangers within. Let us see if we can make this place a touch more welcoming. I suppose the army's too preoccupied with other matters and cannot attend to this place. Perhaps we may lend a hand. Or do you prefer it finishing? Just give the word. Remember that we just need to take down the big one. The soldiers and locals should be able to handle the rest on their own. I'm sure they won't mind if we cull the monster population a bit while we're at it. Let's do what we can. And next time, we will start doing what we can. But until then, see you guys later.